Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The legendary Mr. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher, how we doing?
I'm doing good. Great introduction.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
Kelly Ripa.
Brad, thank you for having me.
Comedy.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias.
Good morning.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What looking at you, give me funny lad.
Grammy Award winner Maya joins us.
How are you?
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat, Brad Gilmore.
And she joins us right now. We're talking about 12 Desperate Hours. It premieres this Saturday, February the 25th at 7 Central on Lifetime. And then you can see it again Sunday on February 26th at 3 Central. The director of the film joins us right now, Gina Gershon. Gina, how we doing?
I'm doing okay, Brad. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How does it feel to hear those words? The director of the film joins us.
It feels pretty good. I like it.
This is your directorial debut again. The film is called 12 Desperate Hours. I have a lot of questions for you, but first, what is the film about for people who want to tune in?
It's about a woman who's very kind and compassionate and almost to a fault, has a hard time, standing up for herself, is very protective of her kids and family, and then one day, this guy, Denny, comes in, questionably with, you don't know if he's crazy or not crazy, but he's obsessively trying to get to his girlfriend. And he has a sawed-off shotgun. And in order to protect her family, she says, I'll drive you around, just leave my kids alone. And kind of, through her kindness and compassion and actually just talking to this guy who really has been beaten down by the symptom, not to excuse the fact that he's killed a couple of people already, but she does prevent him from killing other people and herself. And to me, that really spoke about America and about our shared and lived experiences that present the problem and the solution. And so that's why I wanted to tell this story, which is based on a story,
Yeah, being based on a true story. And so you're saying that you found this script and wanted to direct it, or were you approached to direct? How did that kind of come about?
No, I've been looking for something to direct and for the right opportunity to present itself. And then Tanya Lopez at Lifetime, she sent it over. She said, I really think you should be directing. And she sent over a few things. It's not like acting, you know what I mean? It's like acting, you work on it for several months or however long, and then you're done. For acting, you're really with it for a while. So you have to connect to it in a different way. And when she sent this story over, I really felt, I don't know, I was feeling very frustrated in our world. And I'm sick of reading about another mass shooting. And, it really spoke to me. And I thought it was interesting because it did show the problem and presented a solution. I just thought it was amazing. And that her compassion and her empathy really, and just talking to someone who really doesn't talk to a lot of people and, everyone kind of treats pretty badly, just helped him out and let him turn himself in.
Now, when you're dealing with a subject matter like this on set, obviously there has to be a certain gravity that's brought to it, and that's where the actors come in. But as the director, what was your process with the actors? Did you kind of allow them that kind of creative freedom? Did you have a specific vision in mind for how you wanted the scene to play out and kind of made them stick to that vision? Kind of what was your process with the actors?
We had a movie like this, it's almost an hour and a half, and we really only had 15 days to shoot it, which turned into 13 days with no overtime. So that was what my 12 desperate hours were every day, trying to get through the day. I just cast it really well. I knew I had to have actors that I could really depend on, who really understood it, what I was trying to do with it. Samantha Mathis, I've known her for years, and she, to me, embodies empathy and compassion, and she's so kind. And she's just solid and a professional, and I knew she had my back. And, a lot of these actors, they kind of wanted to do it because it's my first full-length feature. When I found Harrison Thompson, literally, a friend of mine mentioned him to me, and I just watched something on his Instagram, which was a kind of a joke, like a goofy thing on something. And I just knew he was the guy. And after speaking to him, for about, 45 minutes, I knew he had the sensitivity, and, I didn't want to present these caricatures. Lifetime, when I found it, I also wanted to kind of flip it on its side and really see it from his point of view. I mean, we hear about these guys coming in with guns, and I really wanted to get underneath it and see why this guy, did this, where he was coming from, so we could kind of have a little bit more understanding and maybe, deal with this issue in a different way.
And you hit it right on the head. Casting is so important. And I want to ask you this. So as somebody who's been in front of the camera for so long, do you think that there is for the actors in your film, do you think that they almost kind of respected your opinion from the directorial chair because you've been in the camera in front of the camera so much? Kind of like, Clint Eastwood making that transition. He's one of these regarded directors because he knows what the experience is like on the other side. Do you feel like the actors take the direction a little bit better coming from someone like you?
Well, I think they feel protected by me because I understand what's going on, Like if we're doing a really sensitive scene and it's very emotional, I will just make sure we zero in on that and get the close-ups right away. And, sometimes scheduling isn't so sensitive to the actor and their emotional needs. And it was really crucial in this. Also, we had no time, so right away I'm like, there are no scripts pulled out on the set. Know everything, and we will dive into it. And, I was excited to see what they brought. And, if I wanted to judge it one way or the other, I really had a great group, between David Conrad and Samantha and Tina, Alexis, and Harrison was really my linchpin, though, because if he didn't work, I didn't want to make this cliched, I'm the killer with a gun looking for my, it just, everyone was very serious, and, hiring some locals because it was a lower budget film. That was a little bit challenging at times because all of a sudden one of Ben Kane, he got COVID in the middle of it, one of the actors. So I turned to one of these cops who looked great and said, can you read some lines? And he was like, oh yeah, sure. So I said, great, you're in. So, I was, grabbing people and directing people who had never acted before. And they were really terrific. I just think if you're very clear and tell people exactly what it is you're going for, they generally do it. But casting is everything.
Casting is everything. Well, congratulations on your directorial debut. We're all going to be watching 12 Desperate Hours this Saturday at 7 p.m. Central on Lifetime, and Sunday again at 3 Central. Gina, thanks for joining us this morning. Congrats again.
Thank you so much, Brad.